Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursday Tips at 10. This is your host, Mr. Mark Q. Bennett. I am the Chief Marketing Officer for the Bonafide Lyrics and Marketing. We're going to be doing this every Thursday at 10 just to give you some tips on marketing, tips on business. If you ever have any questions, you can always just let us know. We are here to help you out. All right. So, this week, we're going to talk about the benefits of a social media campaign and how do I determine if it is successful. A lot of times people are always asking about social media. How does that work into my marketing? How does that play into how I get my message out? How is it effective? How do I know that it's working? And a lot of people, most people have a general idea how social media works because they see it being used, but they don't understand. Sometimes people don't see that there is a plan in the chaos of how things work. And it all really depends on what you're looking for to get out of this social media campaign. Right? So every Thursday when we do this, I'm gonna do an introduction to who I am, so you have an idea of our company and just what we are. If you see on the bottom, we do have my name on the bottom. I also have my title. I have the company name, and all the way on the bottom, we have the websites of all of ourselves and all of our brands that we currently use, just for your needs, so that you anything else you need, we will have. All right. So you can always look at those websites for different things. Once again, but let's just quickly go into an introduction about us. So, the Bonafide Lyrics and Marketing is a marketing agency in Nassau County, New York, focused on marketing creatives and other small business owners that are following a cause and a passion. So basically, we focus on the creative, and we focus on people that are trying to follow that passion, trying to find something. The founders, as creatives themselves, we are creatives, meaning I do spoken word, my wife sings. We understand the need for an agency that will assist others in marketing to their fan bases without compromising their beliefs or their art. So we make it our mission to create a unique and effective business marketing strategy using our extensive knowledge of graphic design, SEO standards, analytics, and the current market. We are here for the people who have a passion. We are here to help you connect your business and your art together and make sure it marries together well. A lot of, I said last week, we started this business because we realized that a lot of creatives, a lot of artists don't understand marketing or don't understand business, and we're trying to assist that and make that easier to use. All right. So that is who we are. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to keep you here long. Let's get right into it. What is a social media campaign? A social media campaign is a coordinated marketing push used to spread information or sentiments about a product, service, brand, or event using at least one social media platform. So, meaning I'm going to use this social media platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, whatever you're using that to push something. Sometimes it's just to push information about your business. Sometimes it's to push a specific service. Sometimes it's to push a product, to push an event, to push a sale, whatever it is, you're using that campaign to push something specific. All right. And a lot of times you're using either keywords or using phrases, whatever it is, It's like, all right, this campaign, just like any marketing campaign. So before social media, we just made a marketing campaign with emails and flyers and sending mail out, right? And you would just put together like, all right, we're pushing this product now. Everything can be focused on this product. We create a plan and focus on that. Social media is the same concept. Even though it's something new, the old practices still play into social media marketing, right? So a lot of times you're like, all right, I have a business, or I have an event coming up, or I have a product or a service I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to promote this one service. This is a big service we're trying to promote. How do I do this? All right. And the first thing you want to do is figure out, how do I create this social media campaign? And there's really like 4 things you have to really think about, and 4 steps, right? The first thing for your social media campaign you need to do is you need to plan it out first. Plan out exactly what you're going to do. Lay out what goals are you trying to accomplish with this plan. Cross-channel promotion, meaning what other ways are you promoting this product outside of social media? And then analysis, meaning after you've gone through this program, you've tried this out, what is the analysis? What are the results of this campaign? Because you look at the results, then you know, like, okay, this has done this has done this. Now I know what I need to do next time. All right. That is the benefit of the campaign. All right. So let's go to the first step. How do I create a social media campaign? Plan. What is your plan? All right. To think about what your plan, you have to think of, number 1, who are you targeting? Who are you targeting with this plan? When you think of who you're targeting, it's good to know that, because each social media platform is a little different. Meaning, Facebook is mostly popular between people the ages of 18 and 49. Those are the most of their audience is that age range, 18 to 29. It's not usually meant for people under 18, and it's not usually meant for people over 49. But the main reason you want to do it, you want to focus, which is usually those late Gen Z, millennial. That's usually that age range. Maybe early Gen X. It's just those are the kind of the age range that are using Facebook more than anything else. So if you're using if that is your audience, Facebook might be a good platform to start with, right? I would even say Facebook might even be more beneficial to people over 25, even, because a lot of the youth don't usually use Facebook like that. They use the next thing, which is Instagram. Instagram, most of their audience is between the ages of 13 and 29, right? Which is also very similar to TikTok too. TikTok is probably around the same, though, 13 to 25 maybe for TikTok. And if you're focusing on that age range, that is the platform you were more likely to use, because those are the people who are using it. That doesn't mean that people of other ages aren't using it. I'm just saying who is dominating that social media platform. All right? Twitter. A lot of people don't know that more men than women use Twitter. So if you're focusing on your products that might have to focus more on men, maybe Twitter might be a better platform to use for what you're trying to do. Because Twitter, more men than women utilize that platform. Right? LinkedIn. Most people use LinkedIn. Statistically, most of them make over $75,000 a year. So if that is kind of your market, you're focusing on are people who make more money, LinkedIn might be a better way. If you're focusing on a lot more business to business, meaning a lot more, I'm trying to market to these businesses more than anything else, then that might be the best way for that to work. All right. So it's very good to always figure out which platform do you want to use based off of what you're doing. All right. Next, are you going to pay for ad space? Meaning, are you just going to do it regular social media? You're going to do it that way? Or are you going to pay for this ad space? Are you going to pay for ad space to use it that way? Because if you're going to pay for ad space, it's going to look a little different. All right. Because if you're paying for ad space, it's more cost and everything. It's going to be, more people might see it, but it's good to have both ways. I always say, don't focus on ad space first. Focus on building your audience first, because not everybody clicks on ads. So you always want to have both. All right. You want to have ad space, but you also want to utilize your regular social media posting. The problem is, like, a lot of times people will say, like, oh, I'm going to do a very minimum ad posting in terms of paying for it. The reality is, when you're paying for ads, you should actually, it makes more sense the more money you spend on ads, because those are for people that don't even know who you are. So the percentage of people who actually will click on it is very low. So it actually makes more sense to pay a lot more money for those ads, because a lot less people know you, so they're less likely to click on it. So because the percentage is low, you need to send it out to a lot of people to get some. All right. Next, in your plan, do you want to use an automated platform? All right. Automated platform. One thing is called Hootsuite. That's one that I use. Hootsuite will make it so I can schedule my post for the next few days, for the next few weeks. I can say I want to go at this time every day. Whatever it is, I don't have to sit and make sure I post every day. I can just schedule post using Hootsuite. Right? I can also use it to post to multiple platforms at one time. So I can post to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram all at the same time using Hootsuite. And I can just post at one time. I can schedule it, like I said, all three at one time. And I can schedule for the whole week on Sunday, and then just let it sit and just let it keep posting automatically. That's the benefit of an automated platform. All right. Do you need a team? Do you need other people to work with? Sometimes you might need other marketing teams. I know I'm a marketing agency. It sounds like I'm trying to sell to you, but the reality is, even if you have other friends who are doing certain things, it might be good to do it, to have a team available for certain things. One person might focus on emails. One person might focus on Facebook. One person might focus on Instagram. One person might focus on Twitter. Because how you post to all of these sites, all of these social media platforms, looks a little different. Twitter, you might not do a lot of pictures on Twitter, because people don't really go to Twitter for pictures as much as quotes, small pieces of information, things like that. How people feel. It's probably a more social platform is Twitter, right? Instagram is more picture heavy. It's more of a picture heavy platform. You post a lot of pictures because it's more focused is the picture, and then you have little statements under it. Picture, like people look at see the picture first. Facebook, you can do a lot more with words, and a lot more creative with your words and how they look and how they stand out. We could do a lot more with posting videos. It's you can post videos on Instagram too. I'm just saying, as Facebook, it's more of a format for people tend to scroll not for just pictures but for words, but for what people are saying. It's like a good blend between Twitter and Instagram. But like I said, it depends on what age range you're focusing on. All right. So it's good to figure out how you're going to post to these and figure out, what does success look like? What does success look like? What do you mean? Meaning, what does it mean when you've reached your goal? How does that look? Is your goal to get the most friends, most followers, get more? Like, what is your goal for this? And that's kind of the next part that we're going to go over. Like, after you've got your plan, it's always good to write things down. I always say the difference between a plan and a dream is plan is written down. You write down your plan. Write down what you need to do. Write the vision is what they always say. All right. So after you have writing the plan, writing what you want to do, the next thing you want to do is figure out what are your goals of this social media campaign. What do you want to do with this? Right? Is your goal to get likes, followers, mentions, retweets? Like you're trying to increase your brand awareness? I mean, I want people to know more about my brand. I want people to like my page. I want people to follow my page. I want people to mention me in conversations. I just want people to see who I am. I want people to retweet the things I post. So when you do that, you increase your brand. Like, people might like, I know the name of your business. I remember that name. I've seen that name before. That's increasing your brand awareness. That might be your goal, right? Your other goal might be to drive more website traffic. You just want people to visit your website because you know if they get to your website, they're going to purchase your goods because you know that you've invested a lot in your website or you know what your website has certain information. You just want to get people to your website because you know if they get to your website, they're most likely to invest in you, right? Or you might have ads on your website and you know that that's additional money for people when they click on the ads on your website. So is your goal to have more website traffic? How your campaign looks for brand awareness is different from how your campaign looks for more website traffic. More website traffic, everything will be linked to your website. Everything you're doing. Hey, want to know more information? Click on this link, right? Brand awareness, it doesn't really have to link to your website. You just want to make sure that you post a lot of things so people always can see your posts and connect your name to it. All right. Drive visitor loyalty. Loyalty meaning how people who are loyal to your cause or what you want to do. Is that what you want to do? To drive visitor loyalty, you can kind of gauge that by how long people are on your page, right? So it's not just coming to my page, but staying for a while, navigating between different pages, reading what I have there. That's how you get loyalty because people are like, your page is really good. You have a lot of information. I'm excited about that. If you have a blog on your website, people are reading through your blog, reading what you have, right? You're driving you're creating loyal customers who might consistently go to your webpage for information. Or improve conversion rates, which is gauged by site purchases or referrals, meaning not just coming to my website, not just staying for a while, but actually buying things on my website or actually contacting us for services. All right. A lot of people might think why not just do that? Because that's what I want. I want the money. Right. But all these 4 steps are important to do. That the other 3 steps before is how you get to the 4th step being stronger. Right. So first thing what it's saying is first thing sometimes you want to do is just get your name out there. And as you get your name out there, people are like, all right, who is this person? Now come to my website. And as you come to my website, hey, maybe stay a little longer, see what I have there. And now you stay a little longer, maybe you will purchase something. So sometimes all 4 steps are important to have your campaign done. You can't just jump to the end. Marketing is a long process, especially of building an audience. And the goal is to consistently build that audience that is strong. Sorry about that. All right. Next. You have done your plan. You have your goals. Now you have to think about cross cross-channel promotion, right? It is good to promote the same message on multiple channels. So anytime you're doing social media, don't only do social media. All right? Do social media, then also do emails, then also do text message blasts. Then maybe also do paid ad space. You might even do mailers. You might send out magnets to loyal customers that you've used before. You might you have to do multiple streams so it comes from different angles. So when people see the same message in different locations, people are more inclined to purchase your product. They see it here, they see it there, they see all these places. They're like, okay, I'm more inclined to invest in this now. Right? Think about that. Trying to cross-channel promotion. Think about different ways to do that. I always say it's always good to use MailChimp. MailChimp is very good at creating these email blasts for you and making them look really nice if you're going to use that. MailChimp has a free place where you can create landing pages. What is a landing page? Landing page is that first page that pops up when someone clicks on a link. That's what a landing page is, where you land when you click on the link. So sometimes what you're trying to promote might not be on your homepage. So you might want to if you ever go to click on a link and it just shows that product and this product 50% off or whatever it is, that's your landing. It's the landing page. That's the page that you want them to focus on. So that is what that is for. You want to use that as your landing page, right? And that's kind of where that comes from. All right. Cross-channel promotion. And last, but of course not least, is analysis. How do I know that this is going well? So you've done all of your social media promotion. You've tried it. All right, I did this campaign for this month. How do I know I succeeded? How do I know I did well? All right. The most important thing is not, and the only important thing, of course, is not just followers. Do not just use your followers to gauge. Do not just say, oh, I have this many followers, I did well, or I did this many followers, I did badly. Followers are not the only metric to check. Check the key metrics noted in your goals. We talked about using how many times people visit your website, how long have they visited your website, right? How many leads have you got? People might not have followed you, but they might have called you. They might have contacted you. They might have direct messaged you, and you might have gotten a lead for that. So those are factors you want to put in. All right. Just FYI, if you need to figure out how many people come to your website and what it is, Google Analytics is fantastic. Google Analytics will tell you how many people have come to each individual page on your website. How long have they been there? Where do people usually go to? What are people mostly interested in? What do people usually click on? All right. And sometimes they do that based off of what kind of devices do they usually use. Do people usually visit on cell phones? Do people usually visit on computers? Do people usually visit on tablets? All right. What do they usually use? And all of this information is on Google Analytics. They'll even tell you what kind of phone do people usually visit on. Is it usually on an Apple phone, on a Samsung? Google Analytics will go into detail for each individual thing. All right. There's a way to add Google Analytics. You have to put a tag on your website, and then you'll be able to use Google Analytics to view everything. Google Analytics in itself is free. If you know how to utilize it, it is priceless. It is very good to use. If you need any assistance on that, of course, give us a call. Let us know, and we can work with you. Social media platforms do have their own analytics. All right. Sometimes they might not what you want, but they do have their own little analytics section. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they all have their analytics of how many people have visited, what these posts have done. Like I said, it might not be presented the way you want. If you want it a certain way, you might have to purchase one of these analytics, social media analytics programs, because they have a lot of programs you have to purchase, and they'll give you the analytics for you. But it's very hard to do that, which is a big thing that people have an issue with. Is like you never really get the real numbers on your social media, like who's really looking at it. We don't get those numbers and everything, and I think we don't get all the information we want to, because they either want to charge you for the software or they want to keep those numbers because they use those numbers for other reasons. All right. And once again, social media schedulers also have their own analytics software. So it usually costs more money for that, but it might be cheaper than using another platform separate. Like I said, Hootsuite, the free plan for Hootsuite, you can post only up to 3 social media platforms. So I can post on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for free. You can schedule up to 30 different posts. But you don't get full analytics. You get basic analytics, maybe. You might get, but you don't get full analytics. If you pay for the plan, you can get more analytics on Hootsuite. But analytics are kind of what runs everything. Is data. It's data, so you know what's effective. Like I said, Google Analytics, you can not only see who comes, you can see they break it down by the age range of the person coming to visit your website, what their likes, what they usually are interested in. There's just so much information you can get. And that's kind of what the world we are, is knowing information. Once you know information, is very easy. It's easier to use that information to figure out what products you want to promote, because you know that certain things are going well. Or if you see a certain product that people are really interested in, you're like, all right, I need to promote this more to sell this product. And that's where the campaigns come in. All right. But that is the end of the workshop. If you have any questions for us, just let us know and we will be able to help you. We're always here for help. We're always here to help make sure that what you need. Appreciate all the viewers today. And if you need anything, once again, Bonafide Lyrics Marketing, you can find us at www.theblm.com. You can find us we are co-hosts of the podcast, All Love, No Fear podcast. You can find us on our listserv, myloveisfearless.com, and register when you get a chance. Thank you so much for all your time, and we'll see you next week on Thursday, tips at 10. Thank you.